Siaya Senator James Orengo now says the government has hijacked the independent role of the IEBC to prepare and run the country's most anticipated political contest, responding to yesterday's directives by the acting Interior CS Fred Matiang'i that rejected NASA's Adopt a Polling Station plan. Orengo asserted that the strategy was still alive. Enock Sikolia reports.
Since June, the opposition coalition NASA has been plotting to put in place its Adopt a Polling Station strategy for safeguarding its presidential votes on the 8th of August. But yesterday, the government appeared to throw a damper on this strategy, something that has rubbed the opposition the wrong way.
We are seeing a pattern that is emerging that is very dangerous in respect of the free conduct of elections in the Republic of Kenya, where the executive is trying to play a role which we have fought for in the past, to try and make sure that the executive, or rather the role of the executive, is limited in the conduct of the elections.
Besides official agents, the opposition plans to have monitors at each polling station to guard its presidential votes. The acting Interior CS has, however, maintained that only those accredited by IEBC will be allowed to remain in the polling stations.
That circular from IEBC that says who is supposed to be at the polling station is what we will follow. And anyone who's not mentioned in that circular, who's not supposed to be at the polling station, should be removed from the polling station the fastest way possible and by all means necessary.
The central government is trying to militarize the elections. They have already talked about sending, the military, the police to certain areas which are not even trouble spots. And our assessment of what they are trying to do is to ensure that there are no turnout in these areas.
Under Section 6.3, subsection 6 of Kenya's election regulations, people are supposed to stay 400 meters away from the center of the polling station, with the exception of those accredited by IEBC to be within the polling station. IEBC has already gazetted and published groups that will be accredited by the electoral body to operate within a polling station. The Interior CS maintains that only people in these groups will be tolerated in a polling station.
Na kazi itaonekana, tutafanya kazi, na kazi itaonekana, wananchi wataona ile kazi tunafanya.
But Orengo says the government is usurping the role of IEBC on matters elections.
The policemen who will be assigned to polling stations are supposed to work under the command of the presiding officers and generally under the command of the returning officers. They are seconded to the Electoral Commission and should not be seen to be commanded or ordered by the General Police Command, because the safety of the conduct of the elections, the responsibility ultimately lies with the Electoral Commission.
The battle comes 2 weeks to the polls. Enock Sikolia, NTV.